Hi everyone. So 2nd of December today, and we're going to be making a really yummy plum chutney. And this is a nice thing to have at home if you're having people over for cheese and crackers. It goes really well with all kinds of cheeses really. And it's a nice little gift as well. And of course I'm hoping with this advent calendar to give you ideas of things you can make yourself for your friends and family. They are not too difficult and that don't take too long. So this is one of them. So you need 16 plums for this. I mean, this is because I want to make enough, for you to have at home, and maybe a couple of jars you can have when you want to give someone a little gift. And we're gonna need the zest of 2 oranges, some red wine, balsamic vinegar, dark brown sugar, cinnamon sticks, and star anise. And this gives really nice flavor to it. So I'm gonna start with cutting the plums. And I cut them in quarters, I think, yeah. And of course, make sure to get rid of the pip, so you don't want that in your chutney. So I've cut all my plums, and then you just add the rest of the ingredients. So here I have 200 milliliters of red wine. You can use any red wine for this. Don't need to be a fancy one. And then it's 120 grams of dark brown sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Okay. And then the zest of 2 oranges. And always when you're using either orange or lemon zest, it's best to use organic one because it hasn't been sprayed with so many chemicals. But of course, if you can't find, it's perfectly fine. You just need to wash them for a bit longer. Now there. And then I use 5 cinnamon sticks and 2 star anise, like that. And then I forgot to mention before, actually, also need a little bit of cayenne pepper for this, or you can use a bit of dried chili as well, and a tiny bit of salt as well, really just a little pinch. I think I need to wash my hands before I do this though. So really just a tiny bit of the cayenne pepper. This is quite strong. So something like that, just to add a little bit of spice to it, but not too much. And then with salt also just something like that, so not even half a teaspoon. Now you just need to bring this to boil, and then keep boiling until the plum is soft. And then you just, you get rid of the cinnamon sticks and the star anise, and you pour it into jars. So while this is boiling, then I usually sterilize the jars. And you can do that in the oven on 110 degrees for 15 minutes. Now once it's boiling, you can just give it a little stir to make sure you mix in all the ingredients. But then you can just reduce the heat and it will look after itself. And it takes about 25 minutes maybe until it's done. So the chutney is done. I've sterilized the jars and let them cool a bit, because otherwise it's very difficult to hold them. And of course, before you pour it into the jars, you get rid of the cinnamon stick and the star anise, because you don't want to bite on that. Yeah, then you just pour it in like this. I know it looks very runny now, but it will set once it's cooled down. So it's all done. Now this recipe was nearly enough for 6 kind of medium-sized jars. So if you have a bit bigger jars, then it would be enough for 5, I'd say. Or if you have smaller ones, then of course you could make more. But you know, it doesn't matter if it's only half a jar, because what I do when I get something like this, I just keep it for myself. And the other ones can be nice gifts then to friends and family. And while I've been doing this, I've been nibbling on this toast with cheddar cheese and some of the plum chutney, and it's really nice. It actually goes very well with brie cheese, but since I'm pregnant I can't have that, so cheddar will do, and that's very nice too. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I thought tomorrow could make some crackers that could go really nicely with the chutney and the cheese. Have a nice day. Bye.